Welcome back to Vlogmas day number 11. Yesterday I went shopping and I picked up a couple gifts that need to be wrapped so I can put them underneath the tree. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a Christmas Q&A with you. This year I opted to actually go into the stores and do a Christmas shopping day because I feel like the actual event is better than just like ordering things online. The only downfall to that is I don't have any boxes. My husband ordered 2 things and I have 2 weird boxes. I have this one and then I have this like foldable box. They're small, but they're fine. Personally, I just like going to the store more. I like seeing the selections. I like the act of the day of shopping. I like getting the little snack. It reminds me of my childhood and I just prefer it. I feel the quality of the items that I'm purchasing instead of just like ordering and hoping for the best. For my Christmas, I have 2 wrapping papers that I'm going to be using today. I got these from Target. They actually have quite a bit of paper rolled in them. This year I have 2 new wrapping papers picked out. I have this green one that says Merry Christmas, and then I have this black one that has little gold reindeer on it. I do have some wrapping paper left over from last year. It's still in the attic. I've yet to pull it down, but since I only have partial of my Christmas gifts, I know that the rest of them I will wrap with the red one. I love using traditional wrapping paper of the green and the red and the black. I feel like it just adds so much to the aesthetic of the Christmas tree. So the original plan was to put these little dog toys in their stocking stuffers. However, I had all the bags in here and I must have not shut the door all the way because somehow Ratty like pushed open the door, came in and she actually grabbed this little cow and she like grabbed it and took it into the living room. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are so naughty. You have to wait until Christmas. And I put it back in the office and I thought that I had shut the door. I was like going in and out. I was cleaning, doing all the things. And she ended up grabbing the toy again. We were watching a Christmas movie in the living room and I just heard her whining and I was like, what the heck is going on? And I thought maybe because our blue heeler is very talkative and will tell us exactly what is going on with her and how she wants things. And so I thought it was because the hall light was off. Like she will tell us when she wants to go to bed. And I was like, Garrett, would you like go and turn off the hall light so Rowdy can go to bed? And he went to the hallway and she's like, that is not why she was whining. She went and grabbed the dog toy again and had it in her crate, wasn't chewing on it, wasn't playing with it, was whining to us to alert us, hey, like, I found my gift. I know this is mine. Can you please open it? Can I please have it? And I don't think that they are going to be able to stay in the stocking. I think that if we put them in the stockings, they will pull them out in comparison to like treats or something that's a sealable package. So I am going to wrap up the dog toys and I think I'm going to start with those actually because I think it'll be easy. They're just like a little square and it will stop Rowdy and Rooster. Hopefully I don't think that they would open the package, but that way I can get them under the tree, out of sight, out of mind, in comparison to them like trying to pull it out of the stocking. And speaking of dogs, I did vacuum in here, but I know that I will probably have dog hair stick to my tape. It always happens this way. Like I vacuum in here so many times and then I'll like lay my tape down and as soon as I pick it up, I already see dog hair. I swear you cannot escape blue heeler hair. So Rooster and Rowdy, I got them like, I always get double presents for them because we have 2 dogs. I get them the same toy. That way there's no like favoritism of, oh, they both like the cow, but I got a cow and a fish and nobody wants to play with the fish, whatever. I get double of everything. It's like children. Like I am making sure that we have enough toys for both of them to play with separately. So I did a poll on Instagram for Christmas themed Q&A and I wrote them all down. So thank you for everyone who has submitted the questions of, you know, the Christmas themed questions. And the first one is, do you like ginger house making? So I personally have not made a gingerbread house since I was pretty young. So growing up, we never purchased the gingerbread making kits. We would instead use graham crackers and icing, and we would make these really elaborate structures with the graham crackers and icing. And I always preferred the graham cracker in comparison to the gingerbread houses. I feel like the pre-made sets are stale and they never taste as good. We did it for like affordability reasons, because having multiple children in the house, everyone having the kit, they can be anywhere from like $15 to $20. And that's a lot when you have 5 children. So we did the graham cracker and icing situation. And honestly, I prefer that over a gingerbread. What I do like about gingerbread making is because you can get creative and you can make, you know, these elaborate structures, and of course you can eat them afterwards. So as a kid, it was always so much fun. But I always find like gingerbread making is fun in theory, but I always get so angry when it doesn't like your structures fall or it's not sticking. So in theory, I love the idea of gingerbread house making, but in reality, I know that I get too frustrated when my structure doesn't stay together, or if it falls apart, or if the icing isn't sticking or holding it up properly. So in theory, I love it, but in reality, I actually don't think that I like gingerbread house making. Okay, that wrapped easier than I thought it would, and I thought we wrapped it perfectly, and then one of the like zip ties poked through on the back. So sad. And now I'm wrapping the second. I will say these bark toys are so good for blue heelers. They literally destroy and tear everything up. They are rip and reveal toys. So after they rip the fabric off of them, inside is like a hard plastic, and the dogs don't seem to be able to like tear into them. And they're also like, the figures aren't like, they don't have parts hanging off of them, like a tail that can be chewed off or ears or anything like that. And they're worth the money. It's like $15 per toy, but they last. I mean, we still have snowmen from last year that have lasted over a year. And I cannot say the same for like other toys that we have purchased. We'll see if I can get this without like crinkling. My scissors aren't super sharp, so it keeps like stopping in them. Oh, but we got some slide. Oh, see, we have like a little bit of slide and then it stops. Okay, so now for the next Christmas Q&A. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Our Christmas tree is fake. Growing up, I had a real Christmas tree, and every year we would go to the Christmas tree farm and cut it down. But as an adult, I don't have any children, so it's not really like the event of going and getting a Christmas tree. And I find that I actually prefer a fake tree over a real tree, because it's used every single year and we're not chopping down a tree in the forest. It also does not have to be watered, so I love that aspect. And my mother and father-in-law gifted us their fake tree a couple years ago because they were upgrading their tree, and they had a rotating base that they gifted us. And I love a tree that rotates. I think that is so neat, and I love looking at all of the ornaments. I've never had a rotating base, and so when we got one, I was like, this is so nice, and it just brings more Christmas cheer as it like rotates. I can see all the ornaments, you can add more things to it, and it's just like this really cheerful effect. So I will probably always have a fake tree from now on. And to get like that real tree scent, I just put it in a wax pot. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me. Have a real tree and have to cut it and take care of it, and it sheds, and then you have to dispose of it. To like a fake tree, I'm gonna have it years upon years, and it's a one-time purchase until it like breaks, fall down, or you know, whatever. In comparison to having to purchase a tree every single year, just seems like a no-brainer to me. Okay, the next Christmas Q&A is dream vacation spot for Christmas. Okay, so I know a lot of people, where did my tape go? There it is. I know a lot of people like to go somewhere warm for Christmas. Personally, I don't want to go somewhere warm for Christmas. I want a traditional Christmas. I love the chilliness. I love to be cozied up. I don't necessarily want to travel on Christmas either, but if I were to travel somewhere, my dream vacation spot would have to be somewhere cold. I would love to go skiing or to the mountains for Christmas, as long as we don't get snowed in. I feel like there's so many Christmas movies, Christmas books that are like snowed in on Christmas and they can't get to like the destination that they're needing to get to. So as long as we are safely able to get home, I would love to do a location that is snowy. Now, as for specifics on where exactly I would want to go, I would say somewhere like Michigan would be super fun, or even like Colorado. I know a lot of people go to Colorado for the Christmas time to go skiing and on the slopes and things. But I would want to go somewhere that is not heavily populated, and I would want to have snow and like a fire, maybe a hot tub. Like those are the Christmas vibes that I wish for every single Christmas. And so I guess my dream vacation spot would be somewhere where it is cold and there's snow and we can either go sledding or skiing or on a like hay bale sleigh ride or something. As a kid, I went on one of those where it took you up to the mountain. Like there was a parking lot. We got into this like little sleigh ride, and then it took us to the mountains, to the slopes. We did a nighttime ski. It was so much fun. And then afterwards we went to this lodge and we got supper. And that was in Michigan, and it was one of my favorite Christmases ever, and I would definitely do that again 100 times over. It was so much fun. I forgot to get Christmas tags this year, so I'm just gonna cut some extra paper and fold it over, and I'm gonna write the dogs' names on their packages, because I don't do coordinating like, okay, all the green packages are Garrett's, all the black packages are Rowdy's, all the red packages are Rooster, because that's a lot of wrapping paper and I like an aesthetic. We don't have children, so I can pretty much guess whose present is whose. And then tags, like, why wouldn't I just do a tag? I feel like this wrapping paper was such a good deal. It was only $7 and there's so much wrapping paper here. I hope that in years to come I still like it, because I literally have so much wrapping paper to get through. Okay, so the next Christmas question is, what is your best Christmas gift that you've received? And I would say, it's a hard one. My favorite Christmas gift I've ever received was probably last year. I got an immersion blender. I'd never had one before. And if you don't know what an immersion blender is, it's this like long kitchen tool that has like a little blade on the bottom, and you're able to blend up like soups and like various things. Honestly, I don't know what else you would use it besides soups. I use it to blend up like carrot soup. I love carrot soup, so I'll put like carrots in the Insta pot, and then like I will blend up the carrots. I also used it so much when I was making apple butter this past year. So you're able to use it when whatever you've made to be blended is still really, really hot, in comparison to in years past I've tried to like put the hot ingredients in my regular blender, and my regular blender is plastic on the sides, so I didn't want the like hot tomatoes to stain the blender or anything. This, you use it in your pot and you just like blend it. There's like a little button on it. That is top notch. My favorite gift, Christmas gift as an adult. As a kid, favorite gift would probably be like a Barbie, or like any of my American Girl doll toys or anything like that. Growing up, I was like a big doll person, so American Girl doll, horses, or like a bed, like any of those accessories. Christmas was the only time that I would get like those big ticket items, so that would definitely be my favorite gift as like a kid in comparison to an adult. Okay, so the next Christmas Q&A question is, what does Christmas smell like to you? I grew up in Northeast Iowa, so it was always cold, and we had a fireplace that we would light during the holidays or whenever it was cold. So Christmas to me smells like a wood burning fireplace and also like a forest candle. So if that's like pine or balsamic fir, like all, or is it balsamic? It's balsamic vinegar. I don't think it's balsamic fir, but like, you know what I mean? Like a Christmas tree smell, like very woodsy, very fiery, very warm. Those are the smells that I associate with Christmas. The next question on the Christmas Q&A is favorite Christmas ornament. There are a lot of really good ornaments on our tree right now. I feel like I'm just now beginning my collection of ornaments. Picking them out, going shopping for them is one of my favorite things, especially if you do anything during the holidays and you commemorate that memory with an ornament. I think it's really cool. My favorite ornament is actually a wooden goose with a red ribbon tied around its neck. Garrett and I picked it up when we went Christmas tree shopping with my parents. It is one of the cutest ornaments. It's so vintage, and I just love it. Every time I pull it out, I reminisce on how much fun we had. I think Christmas ornaments that commemorate an activity or a memory that you did during the winter months is also super fun, because you can like look back on it and think, oh, like I remember when we picked up this ornament, and there's like a good memory associated with actually purchasing the ornament. Those are my top favorite ornaments. So as I am writing Garrett's name on these packages, it brings me back to this video or a post I saw. She said that her kids were so sneaky that they would try and guess what their Christmas presents were, or they'd see that the present was wrapped or addressed to them, and they would either like reopen it or peek or whatever. So instead of writing her children's names on the packages, she wrote code names. So instead of Logan, she would have wrote like Jolly or Noel or Rudolph, like any of these random names. And I just thought that was such a cute idea. So when I grow up, right, if that ever happens, and have children, I definitely will be incorporating like holiday nicknames, like, okay, Noel, these are all your presents, and really like her name is Logan or whatever. I just thought that was such a cute idea. And you don't have to get like different wrapping papers, because some people do like the multiple wrapping papers. Okay, everything in the black and gold reindeer is mine, everything that's green is Garrett's. But I just thought that the name was such a cute idea to keep the packages secret. The next question on our Christmas Q&A is, what is your go-to Christmas movie? I love Christmas movies. I love Christmas, okay? I like going and picking out the movies for each night. Growing up, I would watch the Christmas countdown on TV, like the 25 days of Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies. I like that they're cheerful. I like that they all have a good message. And so it's very hard for me to dial down on what is my favorite Christmas movie. I would say childhood Christmas movie is The Grinch. I love The Grinch. I think that it is so cheeky and fun. I love the set. I love how everyone is like so in the Christmas mood, except for the Grinch, of course. But the costumes and the set was just like one of my favorite things to watch as a kid. As an adult, I do like the rom-com movies, of course. I would say The Four Christmases is one of my absolute favorites. Last night I watched Fred Claus, and I like Fred Claus as well. I like the funny ones. Like, I don't really like the super old Christmas movies because I think they are a bit creepy. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like that old one, creepy. Like I don't like them. And of course, those are the movies that Garrett likes the most, like the old ones, the old-fashioned Christmas movies. And they scare me. I don't like them. I think they're cringe. I will say, a Christmas movie, it's not really a Christmas movie, but a movie that we watch every Christmas season would definitely be Harry Potter. We always start it around like October, November, and then we usually finish it around the new year. This year we finished Harry Potter way quicker than years prior, so we're actually done with the series. But every winter we watch the Harry Potter season. There's just something so nostalgic about that series that I love, and there's usually like Christmas themes in Harry Potter, so it's a classic. My wrapping is nowhere near perfect, and I don't like double-sided tape, so I never use it, and I don't really mind if you can see the tape. I do use clear tape, not white tape, but always when I'm wrapping, I get humbled. I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is easy, and then whenever I have like a package that's a little softer or abnormal shape, especially because I don't have boxes this year, I'm like, oh, actually this is hard and it looks like a child did it. But overall, I think we're doing an okay job. Like, the presents are getting wrapped and they don't look that bad. See, look, that was perfect. The green is also way easier to cut in comparison to the black. The next Christmas Q&A is, what is one thing on your Christmas list? This is something that I actually love to ask people, like, oh, what are you getting your significant other for Christmas? Or what did you put on your Christmas list? Because as an adult, it can be so hard to figure out what to ask for Christmas. Like, I can pretty much buy anything that I want, and the things that I haven't bought yet, I'm saving for, right? Like, it's just so difficult to figure out what you want for Christmas or what to have other people ask you for. One thing on my Christmas list this year is a robe. I don't have like a comfy, cozy robe, and it annoys me when I get out of the shower and I have to like style my hair in one way or another, but I'm not ready to put clothes on, and I don't want to style my hair without putting something on, right? Like, it's weird to just walk around in your towel. So I really want a robe for Christmas. It's like #1 on my list this year. Another thing that is on my Christmas list, but this is a stocking stuffer, would be the Lana Lips Strawberry like lip balm. I absolutely love it, and I don't have enough tubes. I have one in my car, one in my purse, one by my bedside, one in the bathrooms. I need one for the office, and of course I could go and like buy some of these, but you never have enough, right? Like, you never have enough. So Lana Lips strawberry flavored on my stocking stuffer list, and a robe on my Christmas list. And speaking of stocking stuffers or Christmas gifts, what is your favorite to shop for? Put it down in the comments. I would love to know if you prefer to Christmas shop for stocking stuffers or for actual gifts. Personally, I love stocking stuffers over Christmas gifts 100%. Especially like for the smaller items like this, I'm wrapping it, but I'll put it in the stocking because, one, I don't want nobody to peek in their stocking, and we're adults, so like, it's fine if we put stuff in the stocking before Christmas Day. But I love shopping for the stocking stuffer gifts because it's like your everyday cute items. You can pick them up, they're usually inexpensive, and I love like a themed basket. I love a, you know, a boo basket, or a, you know, in college, the finals week package, care package. Like, I love all of those things. So for me, like, stocking stuffers are my favorite thing to shop for. Okay, the next question on our Christmas Q&A is, what is your favorite Christmas tradition? So my favorite Christmas tradition would probably be getting matching pajama sets on Christmas Eve, so that Christmas Day we all wake up and we're matching. It makes for the cutest photographs, and I love the nostalgia that it brings with it. And even as an adult, looking forward to the matching pajamas is priceless. And even as adults, my mom still gets us matching pajamas, and the tradition is carried on to my nieces and my nephew, and they also have matching pajamas. So it's a way to remain connected with my family, even if we are in different states or in different homes on Christmas Day. We all have matching pajamas, and I think that is just like one of the sweetest and most wholesome Christmas traditions that we have. Okay, the next Christmas Q&A question that we have is, are you a warm or a cold Christmas? This is in regards to the Christmas vibe. A warm Christmas, if you did not know, is reds and like warm lighting in comparison to a cold Christmas, which is more of your whites and your blues. And I have mixed feelings about this because personally, I want to be a warm Christmas. I want to have like an inviting home. I want people to come and feel welcome, to like cozy up on the couch. And just feel comfortable in my home. But I love the aesthetic of a cold Christmas. I love the whites and like the kind of beige Christmas. I know people have so much hate when it comes to beige Christmas, but I'm not like a full beige Christmas kind of girl. I like green, I like red. So I'm probably a mix of a cold and warm Christmas. I like them both. Okay, next Q&A question. What is your favorite Christmas song? I love Christmas music. I start listening to Christmas music in November, sometimes even before Thanksgiving. I think that is perfectly okay. But my all-time favorite Christmas song is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. And I truly think it's because I listened to it so far in advance, because it really is starting to look like Christmas, or at least that's what I'm trying to tell myself, right? Like, it's beginning to look like Christmas. Christmas is almost here. It might be November 1st. It's not Christmas that I love. It's the waiting for Christmas. It's the anticipation of Christmas. And when it's starting to look like Christmas, that's when the excitement builds. That's when you're like, oh my gosh, like it's actually coming. I waited all year for this. In comparison to like any Christmas song like Jingle Bells, or, you know, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, or All I Want for Christmas. I love It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas. I think it's such a nostalgic, cute song. My least favorite Christmas song is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I hate that song. One thing that I'm looking forward to this Christmas in comparison to Christmas in the past is we are not traveling anywhere Christmas Day. I love to just have a super, super lazy day at home and not have to travel anywhere. Because I grew up in a split household, we would often be traveling for the holidays. I mean, I want to see both sides of my parents, but this year all of our holiday gatherings are like before Christmas. So I'm gonna be able to just like hang out on the couch and literally like not have to worry about driving anywhere or even getting ready. I can literally wear my pajamas all day if I wanted to. I have one present left, so I'm gonna switch back to the black. I feel like I wrapped more presents in the green than the black. That's okay. I feel like so much work goes into Christmas shopping. You have to budget, you have to get the toys or the gifts. And it's like, I did all this work for like 4 boxes, you know? At the store, it feels like so much. You're like throwing it in the cart, and of course, like when you bring it up, I have all the presents that I've purchased so far already wrapped, and I'm ready to put them underneath the tree. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for Vlogmas Day 11. If you like this video, make sure that you catch up on all the other days of Vlogmas, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!